Hello, my sexy muffins, and welcome back to another video. In this video, it is a free version one of basically me doing it without a script, free version of Valentino X Pregnant SO, which I assume is a female listener, so I will try to stay to she and her or you stuff for the pronouns and such. Anyways, let's do this. First, how would Valentino from Hazbin Hotel treat a pregnant darling? Well, the answer is not as good as you would think it would be or should be. So, Valentino treating a pregnant darling. First of all, he would be seeing it as a chance to have an heir, since it would be very unlikely that sinner demons as himself in canon they cannot have kids. Only hellborns can have kids. So if he were to have a pregnant darling with his child, as I assume this implies, it would be very, very rare, almost like one in anything. So, this is the one chance that would happen. So, he would be prideful that he was able to make it happen, but also very, 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 very controlling. Like, he controls what you eat. He controls who's around you. He controls what you do. Yes, he would not hit you while you were pregnant. He might grab you and hold you by the throat, not too tight. And he might threaten to end you if you leave him. So, you are not taking his child from you. So, if you try to leave him, there's going to be threats. Warning, there is a lot of triggery stuff in this. I'm going to try to keep it PG, though. Anyways, he is not a good man or a good Yandere. He is very toxic and very deadly. And he would definitely use your child, as even it's unborn, against you. You would be put in, and he would try to have gotten you pregnant if he knew it was possible to entrap you so you wouldn't be able to leave him. Because he's the overlord. He has all the power. He has all the such. He is doing it to keep you by his side, and he's using that child against you before it's even born. Anyways, now a little scenario of how you figured out how he reacted or such, all that stuff in general of you being pregnant. He did not believe you were pregnant at first. First of all, he was a sinner demon. You were a sinner demon. It is impossible. But after Lucifer came down himself and told him you were with child, he believed you, and he was over the moon at first, kissing you, touching you, hands all over your belly. And he was just showing you so much affection and love because he had an heir. So, and he was also, his ego was stroking because he was the only sinner demon ever to get another sinner demon, Pregante. So, his ego was stroked, he had an heir, everything was good. Of course, this meant you were a threat to other overlords and such, so quickly the controlling started to happen. He's trying to be protective of you, of course, but this is Valentino, so he goes extreme. He will shackle you to the bed type of stuff to keep you from there. He will have maids that he trusts to serve you, but basically you are not leaving that bed. And he would have you do intimate stuff would still be happening, but he would be not doing it where he could harm the baby because he is a large man. I'll leave it at that. Anyways, so it would be backdoor or up top that he would, or with your hands. Anyways, he would still be very intimate with you and would be worshiping that body because this man probably has all the kinks. So he would definitely want to do it while you are pregnant with his child. It would just be a whole thing, even through threesomes with sharing you with Oxy. It'd be a whole thing. He would be recording you while he doing it. It would just be, he has a lot of plans for you, okay? So, you, of course, get really, really, sorry, back to the scenario. Once he figures it out and you're in the hotel, a penthouse, whatever he has, you are getting very, very bored and you don't have a lot of things to do because you cannot leave the bedroom. Of course, you do try to leave the bedroom eventually, but then he finds out and he is beyond angry. He does not hit you, he does not slap you, but he does grab you, pin you by the throat against the wall, and growls at you. What the hell were you think you're doing? He snarls at you. You could have been hurt. My child could have been hurt. You see how he calls it his child. Already he sees it as property. Sees you and your child as property. You tear up a bit, but keep a strong face because you cannot let him win. He is so angry, he just throws you on the bed, locks you in the bedroom, and does not let you eat that night other than a little bit to make sure the baby is healthy. He will figure out, he is planning on a punishment worthy of it, but also in which you do not. In which you do not get hurt. He's being very controlling of that. He's also still very angry, so where does he go? He goes down to his club and beats on his staff because he cannot hit you right now. So that means he has to put that anger somewhere else. You sob into the bed thinking you are trapped now. The honeymoon stage was over once more, and you are back to being controlled by Valentino. You sob and wish that you never got pregnant. At least then you would have had a chance to escape. You know now that you would never be able to escape. He will even possibly try to marry you and make you his wife so that you could never leave him. He is an overlord and you are just a simple sinner demon that is now carrying his child. Once Valentino comes back, he is calmed down and he lets you out. He makes you apologize, of course, and kisses you with such love. You know I love you, but you make me so fucking crazy, he whispers in your ears, kissing your neck. Only if you were a good girl would I stop doing this. Then nothing bad would happen. You feel devastated at hearing this and wish and pray that this wasn't real, that this wasn't happening. But he kisses you and makes you breakfast. And you sit there watching him, looking at the knives on the table and the knife block. You wonder, would you be fast enough? Would you risk your child? Would you do anything to escape Valentino? You did not have time to finish thinking as he sets a plate of pretty good food in front of you, healthy but also very tasty. He is apologizing for grabbing you by the throat, of course. It is all your favorites, but also healthy choices as well for the baby. He's showing you that he can be a good man. Well, or the what you want him to be. Because really, he is a toxic man that does this. He will hurt you and then take care of you and act like everything is okay. The vicious cycle continues. You pick up a piece of food with your fork, eat it, and just smile. You have to keep yourself alive until you can escape. Hopefully, you'll be able to escape soon, and you and your child will be safe away from this terrible, terrible man. Anyways, I hope that you all enjoyed. I'm going to have to put a trigger warning at the title and in this because, and I know this is not going to get monetized really. It's probably going to be limited monetization, if anything. Anyways, I hope that you all enjoyed. If you liked it, you know what to do. Give it a like if you want to. If you don't want to give it a like, that is fine. If you would like to subscribe, or make sure you are still subscribed, because I do not know if the YouTube gods have dished you for my muffin tin. Stay in the muffin tin, sexy muffins. And yes, for those who do not know what sexy muffins means, basically muffins a gender neutral term for awesome person, sweet, awesome person muffin. You're sweet, you're awesome, you're nice, you're sturdy, you're just awesome in general. And sexy is your personality. If you have a good personality, I'm more likely to be friends with you, not in real life, obviously, because we can't see each other in real life. But it's what I've always called people who are like my friends. I'm attracted to them by their personalities as friends because and drawn to them as friends because they have an attractive personality, and it doesn't matter about their looks, their status, their race, their gender, etc., or gender identity. It's just being a sexy person is just being the most genuine version of you that is a good person. So gender neutral good person muffins, basically. Anyways, I hope that you all enjoyed and stay sexy on my sexy muffins. Bye bye. Ah, my mouse is frozen. Ah.